doctor said that I had my thyroids removed. Doctor,
Proud of you. I walk a mile for you, baby. I walk a style for you, baby. Push a couple of pounds or two. You know I clown for you. Shut down the town for you. That's my baby. She own me like a 380. The only thing that drive her crazy, the only reason she lazy. She a bad Mercedes.
It's your girl Gucci Lee coming here live from my living room. I'll be folding clothes because today I did my laundry and I need to fold clothes, but I still need to record because I need to give y'all an update. But anyway, so last time left off, I had my my doctor appointment, and he said that as long as my numbers come back looking good, then we'll be good to go and be able to approve my my surgery. And I finally have my results. So crazy thing is, they called me. So I had my doctor's appointment on Monday. My blood work I was able to see on Tuesday. The doctor called me, or not the doctor, the doctor's office called me, and they said, hey, just calling to let you know that we received your blood work. We're going to go ahead and finish filling out the paperwork, or filling out the paperwork, and then we'll get back to you as far as the results. We'll go ahead and send off as far as the your paperwork. And they said your blood work looks really good, which by the way it did. I am extremely proud of myself. I am more proud of myself of my blood work than anything else. I basically have my blood work, my A1C is at a 6.0. Yay for me. My glucose level for that morning was in the 90s. So most definitely, I think it was 97. I think it's gonna be right here anyways. But most definitely, I was so excited to see my blood work, for my A1C to go down, for my morning numbers to be down. My blood looks great. I think it's called ALT, which is my liver. The points have gone down, so it's improving. Of course, it's still high, but most definitely it's improving. So I'm super excited about that. Just the fact that, you know, not only did this procedure is, you know, it's something that I really wanted, but also it gave me that motivation, it gave me that push to get my health together. So I am super excited. I'm so proud of myself, and I can't wait for what the future brings for me. And most definitely, you know, so in my case, the reason why I'm diabetic is because I have a fatty liver. So, you know, with the fact that I'm gonna have a lot of that fat removed, I'm hoping that this would just only lead to the fact that I will be taking off medication, as long as, of course, I maintain it, as long as I'm doing my part, eating healthy, working out. You know, most definitely, I'm going down the right path, and I'm just super excited for what's to come as far as my health. So anyway, so my numbers look great. The doctor approved that he's going to sign off, and he's sending off my paperwork, basically saying, hey, I approve. Well, Mia sends me a text message, and basically it's just saying that they're reviewing it. And so of course I'm super excited, like, yay. And on the surgery groups that I'm in, you hear a lot of them say that they hear back within, less than 24 hours. Like, they hear back really quick. So as I'm waiting to hear back, I don't hear nothing back. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? So of course it's Tuesday. So I was just like, okay, well, maybe it's 24 hours, whatever. So Wednesday morning they call me, so I'm super excited. I'm thinking they're gonna give me the great news. I actually start recording. But I slowly start to realize, okay, this isn't a good conversation. So she starts telling me, as far as, you know, your blood work looks great, but we need your blood work to have, as far as like a collection time, a collection date, and a final date. Basically the date that the blood was taken, and then the date that basically they received the results, I guess is how that works. Anyway, so I was like, okay, that's no problem. They can easily do that. Okay. But then she continued to talk. And she says that the doctor said that I had my thyroids removed. And I'm like, she said I need to see a coronologist. I said, what is a coronologist? And she's all like, well, yeah, your doctor said on here that you have thyroid issues and you need to see a coronologist so that he can approve it, you know, since you had your thyroids removed. I'm like, I didn't get my thyroids removed. I still have my thyroids. What are you talking about? And she was just like, well, the doctor put on here that you had your thyroids removed. I said, oh, no. Like, where did he get that information from? So I immediately call over to my primary physician. I'm like, hey, so I just got off the phone with Mia, and they're saying that the doctor, you know, first I tell them about as far as the creation date and the finalization date, that needs to be corrected as far as blood work. And then I tell them, but the crazy part is they're saying that the doctor said I had my thyroids removed. I didn't ever have any procedure to get my thyroids removed. I still have my thyroids, or however that works. I haven't got anything removed. And she was just so like, well, let me look at the paperwork. I don't recall anything of that being on there. So she goes and she looks back at the paperwork, and she was just all like, no, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say anything about your thyroids being removed. And I was like, well, Mia's saying that they, you know, this is what it says. And they're like, okay, well, we'll look over it and we'll get it correct. You know, we'll send over whatever's missing and whatever the case is. I was like, okay. So they send over the corrected blood work, and then what else happened? They send over the corrected blood work, and then they reach out to, I had to hang up the phone with my primary physician's office, and then I had to call Mia back, and I'm like, hey, what is the correct lingo that it says on there? And they said I had a thyroidectomy, whatever. Basically, they're saying that I had my thyroids removed. So I'm like, okay. So I call the physician back, and I let them know, hey, this is what they're saying that they see on the paperwork. And my office, the primary physician's office, are like, no, I don't see that. But hold on, let me get a second pair of eyes. So I said, okay. So she goes and she gets a second pair of eyes, and the second pair of eyes don't see whatever they're talking about. So they're like, okay, well, I got someone else to look over your paperwork, and I still don't see that verbiage is on there. And I'm just like, okay, something crazy is going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to do. And she was like, would you like for me to call Mia? And I was like, can you please? Because I don't know what they're talking about. And this is confusing, concerning, because I've never had my thyroids removed. I've never had any issues with my thyroids. Yeah, I need this resolved. So she was like, okay. So she, I gave her, or she has the number, and she was like, I'll reach out to them, whatever. So then I get another notification as far as saying, we're reviewing your paperwork. So I'm like, oh, okay, good. They spoke to them, whatever. But apparently at that time, nothing had happened. They just were sending me a text message because they received, obviously, the paperwork, but with the corrected dates or the time date, whatever. Anyways. Then Mia gives me a call back and says, hey, I just spoke with your primary physician's office, and, you know, I spoke to them, and they said there's some confusion as far as this thyroid issue that's going on, and, they said they're going to get it corrected. I was like, okay. And then immediately after that, the physician's office calls me and said, hey, I just called Mia. And they said, and you know what, we're just going to remove, what we have on there. And I was like, well, what was on there? And she said, well, we put that you had this that, what should they say? Basically, the thyroid octomy was an example. I don't know what the paperwork all, like, I don't understand the paperwork, the form. This is what the form looks like. But I can't read it. And I don't see words. I don't know how it's asking for an example. I don't know. But that was where the confusion was at. So they just took it off altogether. So they did an addendum and they sent it off. And they, I get another notification stating that, you know, they received my paperwork and it's under review, whatever. So now I'm waiting, patiently waiting, and they finally reached back out to me through text message and email, and this is what it said. So I've been approved. Yay! I'm so excited. A year and a half later, blood work being from horrible to beautiful. Well, not beautiful, but better. And I am approved finally for my procedure. I am so excited. I can't wait, you know, just to move forward. So it took them 3 days to resolve it, as far as all this paperwork issue, but most definitely, and my deadline was Friday at that. So it was all resolved on Fridays, and I got my confirmation and everything on Friday that I will be having my surgery. So I'm super excited. I haven't purchased anything. The only thing that I've purchased since I've started this journey is my massages. So now it's time for me to get my Amazon list and start buying what I have on there. And then what else? I still gotta make my BBL chair. I still need to book my Airbnb. I've never been in an Airbnb. I reached out to my friend and she said that she's been in an Airbnb. She's had it multiple times. Because I know back in the day, you know, I guess when it first came out, you know, I'm kind of old school. There was a lot of bad stuff about Airbnb. It was all over the news, and basically ever since then it put a really bad taste in my mouth as far as even considering it. But the only reason, to be honest with you, why I'm getting an Airbnb, not only because my husband wants the freedom of just lounging around and being able to move around and trying to feel like he's at home, but also because I like the fact that you put a portion down when you book the room, and then you don't have to pay back the other portion until like 2 weeks before you go. So like I've told y'all before, I'm all about the payment plan. So that's mainly the reason why I really like it, or why I'm really doing it. I had a hotel room reserved through booking.com. I've had it since the beginning, since I first decided I was going to do this, but they don't require anything down. So and then you don't pay until you check in, and that would have been one whole lump sum of anywhere from $900 to $1,000, over $1,000. So yeah, that's not cool. So like I said, I'm all about paying in portions. So that is the main reason I am going with Airbnb. Other than that, like I said, I still got to buy my stuff, some stuff off my Amazon list. I still got to get my room. I got to little things. Anyways, I have about 2 months. I don't even know how many days I am today till my surgery. I'll put that somewhere right here, but I can't even tell you an assumption of a date because I have no idea. So anyways, I'm super excited. I hope you're excited for me too. Just continue following me so y'all can continue to get the updates. Just in case if you're going to have the procedure, or you're considering having the procedure, at least you can know as far as the steps you may encounter, or even the steps as far as what to expect. when it comes to your blood work, if you're diabetic, you know, what I had to do. As far as my diabetes, they told me that continue taking my medication, and Mia has confirmed this. Continue taking my medication, and up until the day of surgery. If for any reason at pre-op they tell me not to take my medication, then that means that they're going to give me the insulin. As y'all heard in the last video, that's the same thing the doctor said. So most definitely, you know, you can be diabetic and still have the procedure. They don't want you off your meds. They want you to maintain it, because most definitely that's part of the healing process, is that your glucose needs to be good. If not, it can affect your healing, and most definitely can cause infection. So we got to maintain our blood levels. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. More videos to come. You know, just stick around. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so that you know the next time that I post a video, see what's going on. Most definitely on the family side, Jasmine's birthday is this weekend, so most definitely I'm going to post that. And that's pretty much it. Oh, yeah, Jasmine's birthday, but also we're going to do her room makeover, basically. So follow me for that one. That one's going to have a little story time, because I feel like I need to share something with the mothers out there, especially if you have interracial kids. I don't know, we ran into an issue, and I just feel like it needs to be a story time while I'm, you know, making that room. I don't know, I think, like I said, I feel like as though if you have mixed kids, especially a daughter, I think it'll be a good one to watch, so stay tuned for that one. Most definitely, if you have any suggestions when you hear that one, and I'll say the same thing then, if you have any suggestions or any comments, please make sure you put on any of my videos, please make sure that you post them below. But hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell so you know the next time I post a video. Stay tuned, we're almost there. This is week 7. So we're almost at 6 weeks. Super excited for my journey. We're almost there. Bye, guys.
I walk a mile for you, baby. I walk a style for you, baby. Push a couple of pounds or two. You know I clown for you. Shut down the town for you. That's my baby. She own me like a 380. The only thing that drive her crazy, the only reason she lazy. She a bad Mercedes, baby.